Hey guys, Craig Summers here. Today's video we're going to be talking about bolt carrier groups, and specifically this Brownells carrier key staking tool. So the story behind this is during the July 4th holidays, a lot of sales are out, so I decided to pick up two bolt carrier groups from a reputable shop, and when they came in, the staking on them was very, very poor. So instead of going through the haggle of trying to set up an RMA or send them back and get that taken care of, because since I ordered two and both of them had poor staking, more than likely if they were to replace those, they'd send two more of the same SKU, and since both of them had poor staking, the likelihood of the replacements would be the same. So I got online and looked at some different possibilities on how to properly stake the gas keys of these bolt carrier groups, and I came across this Brownells tool right here. I think it's about 60 bucks on Brownells. So guys, I've got three bolt carrier groups right here. I want to show you kind of how the tool works, but also I want to show you the before and after of what that staking job looked like directly from that supplier. So let's take a look at these bolt carrier groups real quick. Here we have our three bolt carrier groups. The one on the left and the one in the middle are the two bolts that were poorly staked. The one on the left, I used the Brownells tool to properly stake that gas key to show y'all the after. The one in the middle has been untouched, and the one on the right is a Bravo company bolt carrier group. You can see the staking on the Bravo company bolt is done very well. The reason for staking the gas key as opposed to using a thread locker such as Loctite is due to the heat that is generated, and typically most Loctites, even the red, cannot handle that heat. As we take a look at the bolt carrier in the middle, we can see that there is a poor staking job done on the gas key. There is very little deformation, and my fear is that with prolonged usage of this bolt without a proper staking is going to result in a loose gas key and, in essence, malfunctions. Using a proper staking deforms the material in the gas key around the fasteners and ensures that the fasteners do not back out. As I said before, the bolt carrier on the left had been previously staked using the Brownells tool. You can see that I did take a file to it to file down some of the rough edges and make sure that the top of the gas key was smooth. I probably filed it down a little bit more than what was necessary, but I wanted to make sure that there were no filings that got loose in the action of the rifle. So the thing I really like about this tool is they give you everything in the package that you need. There's no need for any type of vise or any type of special tools. So how it works is I take my bolt carrier group and I set it inside the tool with where the gas key up until it touches that wall, and I've got this little socket head cap screw that I'm going to tighten down just a little bit to hold it in place. And then we have these four screws on each side. Now these four socket head cap screws, as y'all can see, it's basically designed to deform that metal and properly stake it. So it's got that point, and so it's going to do a pretty good job of staking that gas key. So guys, once I have it in there, what I like to do is just kind of hand tight the fasteners on each side, and then you take the provided Allen head and you start out with about a half turn on each one. And you start working it. I'd like to try to go around, not necessarily like a star, but as if you're changing a tire. You don't want to work around the clock. You want to work in some type of star pattern to try to get as much even staking as possible. And you can start to feel the fasteners. You can start to feel the resistance. You can see the deformation and the gas key as it's properly being staked. And so I don't want to do it too much. We just got to deform it just enough to where it does its job. And then we can go ahead and take it out. And that is your finished product. Now what you can do is, if you want, like I said I want on the others, you can go back with just a file and kind of deburr it just a little bit. But now this gas key is properly staked. That metal is deformed around the fasteners, and I should not have any issues whatsoever. Appreciate y'all watching the video. Hopefully this is helpful to some of y'all, especially if you've got a bolt carrier group that is not properly staked. You have a good solution right there. That $60 is not going to break your budget, and it sure beats the heck out of taking a cold chisel and doing it by hand. I'm glad that I saw a tool out there in the marketplace that would allow me to properly stake that gas carrier without having to go through the rigmarole of having to do an RMA and getting it back and all that stuff. I hope you guys like the Hillary for Prison t-shirt. I'm going to try to wear this a little bit more often. It still boggles my mind that she still hasn't been convicted or even indicted. As we film this, I think we're towards the end of July 2016. So hopefully it'll happen soon. I still keep my hope up that there's still some justice. It's really upsetting me that we're getting to the point as a society where we can no longer redress our grievances, and we do have some classes of society and some people who do not have to abide by the law. And when it gets to that point, things are pretty bad. So hopefully we'll get it turned around soon. But appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching the video. If you like it, go ahead and click like. Please subscribe to the channel. Any comments, questions, put them below. I'll try to answer them for you. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you on the next video.